Good morning. This is day 5, and we're out here on the porch. I'm Rural Mike. It's good to see you guys back again. It is, as you can see, a beautiful, beautiful morning. So I've already been up and gone to the dump because we don't have city collection, which is actually pretty nice because it's free. You just drop it off and you do it yourself. It's about 5 minutes away, but we've sliced some potatoes and we're getting ready for the day. We're starting to prep. We're out of potatoes again, and today we have to make a Costco visit. Now, Costco is about an hour away from us, so it is located in Knoxville, so that's where we'll be going tonight. But we've already got 1,500 steps in before 9 o'clock, and we're just moving and grooving. I've got to start work, so I'm going to get there. But yesterday night, sleep was not great. I stayed up way too late watching basketball, watching my team lose, unfortunately. And then for some reason, I thought my guardian dog was up by the house, and he was not, but it kept me awake. So we're going to trudge through today and just keep active and keep moving. But I wanted to give you an update how the night went, and I will insert some meals right now. Talk to you later. All right, we are making some French fries today. We're slicing them up, put them in the pot, and letting them soak in water to take some of that starch out. We've coated them in mustard, and we're letting them get crispy. Now here they are. They have finished in the air fryer with some broccoli, nice crispy, perfect with some ketchup. Our next meal is going to be this delicious sourdough that my wife made, and so we are running out, so I put some sriracha, everything but the bagel seasoning, and I'm going to add my secret weapon here. That's right, Southwest hot mustard. It is delicious. This was almost the perfect piece of avocado toast. I wish I would have put some tomatoes on it, but overall it was just delicious, soft, and very flavorful, and it kept me full. Coming back home from Costco, we had some more fries with some hot honey barbecue sauce with a nice cup of raw milk, and that was our meals for the day. We are all loaded up in the car. It's 5:57. It's time to head to Knoxville, and here we go. We have bright sunny afternoon in East Tennessee, and we're walking up to Costco. We got here, it took about an hour and 15 minutes, and it is still packed. It is almost 7 o'clock. So we're going to start with some rice, a 10-pound bag here, and then we're going to move on to the frozen section where we get our broccoli, $9.49. Can't forget the stir-fry veggies for $9.59. And then we're going to get our baby spinach, $4.39. I'm ready for a smoothie already. And we have to add some strawberries. They were delicious. They looked good, not moldy. It's that time of the season. And some blueberries. Let's see what we paid for all this. As we're going through, we're just adding up numbers, and it gets expensive. $2.47. All right, and now we're making our way back home. One thing I do not miss about living in the city is traffic. It is almost 8 o'clock at night. Now, we had to make a stop at Buc-ee's. If you know, you know. It is one of the best gas stations, and their gas is very, very affordable. So we filled up the van at $2.49 a gallon. I'll take that every day. Now, while my wife is nursing, I walked around this very large compound. You can see how large it is. So getting even 2 laps was enough steps to help me meet my goal for the day. Not the full 10,000, but we're showing up at 9:51. This is when we get home, and this is what it looks like, dark and dark. All right, I'm back. It's Rural Mike, and we just got back from Costco, and I'm going to go over some of the things that we got. We'll be showing the total of what we spent after this. But first, just want to talk to you about how we're going to utilize a lot of this. So, first thing, for these broccoli, they're 1 pound bags. 3 of these broccolis, they're 1 pound bags, so there are 4 bags in each. Now, this is $9.49 for organic florets, and the quality and the taste on these are much better than what we'll get at, say, Walmart or Aldi, etc. It is worth a little more because we don't have a microwave, so we steam everything, and we want a higher quality product. So, bought 3 of these because with our potatoes, this is something that we're regularly going to use. Next, we got 2 of these stir-fry vegetable blends. One thing that it has is it has red peppers, it has yellow peppers, water chestnuts. It's not just a stir-fry that is going to be simply broccoli and a whole bunch of filler. So anytime that we can, we try to pick up a few bags to go over our rice. This makes a terrific plant-based meal because you just put it over some rice, you make a sauce, you use some sort of teriyaki, you use something else, and then you have just a full meal right there, and you're easily getting all your vegetables that you need. So something that we really want. I believe this is $9.99. Don't quote me on that, or $9.49, but it's not that expensive for the amount that you get. Next, we got some tomatoes right here. We try to source organic when we can. Unfortunately, Costco doesn't always have organic, so we have to go with what we can. This is going to be just a hot house cherry tomato blend. We're going to use this primarily for salads, which will come here. We'll talk about this. We got 6 heads of romaine. This was $4.99. We've got some organic English cucumbers. So when we go to Publix, this right here is going to be right around $3.99 for one. So we were able to get 3 for $6.99. It's one of the reasons why we love going to Costco, is because the quality is superior and we get more than we would at our regular store. Additionally, a staple, baby spinach. I would have got to accept the expiration date is March 31st, so it's going to go bad in a few days, but we're going to use this in our burrito bowls. We're going to use this primarily for our spinach smoothies with the orange juice and the mango. So we had to get one of these. I think this was $4.99 or $4.39, and this is also going to be organic. So right down here, blueberries, raspberries. Everyone wants blueberries and raspberries. They're great fruits. I use blueberries on top of my salads primarily. I love fruit with salad, maybe even a sliced strawberry. We get the raspberries for my daughter. Now, these are not organic. We try to strive for fruit, especially being organic, but the price difference as a family of 6, sometimes it's hard to justify. So, for example, the organic raspberries are $9.99. The regular raspberries are $5.99. The blueberries organic were $8.99. These right here were $5.39. When you have 5 mouths to feed, because we still have a baby that's nursing, sometimes we have to make decisions, and this is one of them. I know fruit carries the most pesticides, or can, so what we like to use is we have Bob's Red Mill baking soda, and what we'll do is we'll make our own mixture and put the fruit in there right before, and then we'll leave it in some water to wash off all of that so it doesn't taste like baking soda at that point. Now we'll move over. So we got some whole cashews. The reasons why we get cashews here is at Publix, again, we can get 6 ounces, $5.39. This whole bag, it is 2.5 pounds of organic whole cashews, unsalted, unroasted. We're paying, I think it was $14.99, $13.99. Again, I'll add a price underneath that so you guys know, but you just get way more. So what we use the cashews for is we make a roasted red pepper sauce. This is a sauce that goes over our rice, it goes over our potatoes, and it requires hemp parts, it requires cashews, roasted red peppers. It's delicious, but we need to have the cashews. Next, yellow potatoes, standard. They didn't have organic. We would have went with organic if it was potatoes, but they simply didn't have it. Same with onions. We got a bag here, and this is 5 pounds of onions. I go through onion like crazy. It's one of my favorite vegetables, if not my favorite vegetable. So when I saw this, knew we had to have it. One of my favorite things that they have, my son does not like green peppers, nor does my daughter, but this has yellow pepper, red pepper, orange peppers, and it's great to put in fajitas, black bean, and sweet potato tacos. I personally just chop them up and I put them in eggs, I put them in my rice bowls, everything. And if you just want a snack, you get a little bit of hummus and you dip some red pepper strips. Delicious. So, right here, we have 2 pounds of strawberries. Strawberry is one of our favorite fruits because of how versatile it is. Again, would have preferred to go with organic. Organic, I think, was $8.99 for 2 pounds, whereas this 2 pounds were $4.39. So, I had to make the decision to go with that. And again, we'll just wash it with that baking soda mixture. So here, this is for my 20-month-old. It's just something whenever my wife is on the go that we have for her. These are organic fruit and veggie pouches. These are organic applesauce. Typically, we don't like to buy these. We try to keep things like this out of the house because when she sees them, of course she's going to want them. They're more flashy than your typical items when you're looking at just regular like fruit or things of that nature. But sometimes it is a necessity, and I like this because this one has apple, strawberry, and spinach, and this is yellow carrot, peach, apple, mango. So I know that she's getting some vegetables, and that is something that we do. And I think this was on sale for $10.39, and this was $10.99. One of my favorite purchases, 20 pounds of rice. And the reason why this is one of my favorites is because whenever we go to Publix again, as they're probably the highest quality food store in the area, you can only get 1 pound of rice for $3.99, that's organic, whereas this 20-pound bag right here is $15.99. Now, when you're feeding a family of 6, 5 mouse, it gets expensive. And so if I can save that much and still have the same quality at a much discounted price, I mean, because you're looking at $48 if I buy 20 bags at $4. Check my math. That meme's going off in my head as I think that. So 4 times 20, no, that's $80. Whoa, $80. Whereas this, $15.99. That's a big savings. And this stuff is not things that we regularly purchase, but you know what? We need them. We get them sparingly. Maybe we'll go to Aldi, but the quality of the Kirkland brand I find is just better. 192 gallon food bags, and this is going to be just something that is, you know, used to pack some of the stuff. Like if I cut these romaine and I put this in a bag, you know, and put a piece of paper towel in there to keep it dry, I can take a salad on the go. And then likewise, I have parchment paper. We try to use unbleached parchment paper or silicone mats, especially when we're doing sourdough or other items that are required. We stay away from aluminum foil in our household. Whenever possible, we try to stay away from it and not even have it in the house. And the last thing is we have plastic food wrap. And this is just going to cover our sourdough starter. It's going to cover anything that is just open air within the refrigerator, and try to keep it, especially if we're making a big salad and we can't get it all. Some of our larger serving bowls don't have lids, so our stainless will get covered with some plastic wrap for the next day. Similar for prepping potatoes. I don't want that exposed to the air because then it kind of just gets a weird look to it. So I will put some plastic wrap. But again, these things are so much cheaper at Costco, and when you have a larger family, you sometimes have to make it. As you saw at the start time, we left the store left the house at 5:56, almost 6 o'clock, and it is just now 10 o'clock when we get home. I'm filming this just a little bit later, but this is the necessity for us living in the country, having to make sacrifices. So, you know, I'm glad that Costco is around because it is really good for our family, but this is just part of what we get. Again, my kids don't eat plant-based. My wife doesn't either. So we have a freezer full of grass-fed meat. We have a pig that we butchered as well. And so we will just use a lot of these items to accompany their meals. However, this is what I eat. So thankfully they all went with me today and kept me company, but it was a terrific day at Costco. As you saw, we got to stop by Buc-ee's as well, and always a good time. The only thing that we got that was not required was just a separate item for my daughter's puppy, but the total here was $250, rounding up just a few. But for all this is going to last us, probably a bulk of it will last for 2 weeks, food-wise, minus the frozen stuff. The fruit probably a week, and then this stuff right over here we buy maybe every 6 months, if not a little later. The rice right here I would say is going to last us a month and a half. But again, we're eating more rice now, so I'll check back. Maybe the next time we go to Costco we'll get more. But this was our plant-based haul, my plant-based haul. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you had any questions, please let me know. I do have the receipt if you had any questions about specific items and prices, and this is what the prices are in East Tennessee right now. But thank you. Talk to you later. All right, we're home from Costco. It was a long day. I knew it was going to be long, so I woke up early. Luckily, I got a lot of steps in. I didn't get 10,000 steps in today. It's now 11:30, and I just finished eating dinner, and I got 8,900 steps in. So some of that I was filming, so I'm using my phone as my pedometer, so I assume it's a little higher than that, but officially I did not reach 10,000. It kind of sucks, but you know, sitting at work all day and then having a 4-hour trip to Costco and back, you know, it limited some of my time. I did my best. I still think that I'm pretty close, so I'm not sweating it, but it was a good day overall. You know, I'm feeling like the week is closing out strong. I'm excited to weigh in on Sunday. Today is Friday, so it was just it was a long day. So I'm gonna make this short. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.